Hi everybody, Joe Kuzar here with ITI. I'm getting ready to do a dry run here on the VR simulator operating the Tadano GR-1000XL Crane. We're going to go through the CCO style zigzag corridor and hopefully give you some pointers as to what we're doing and what my thought process is as I go through this corridor. Wish me luck. Okay, so here we are in the crane. We're looking at the load charts and everything and what we're exactly doing. We got a target time of 3 minutes. Just to familiarize ourselves with the controls, if we look down, we can see that we've got the swing. So if I want to swing to my right, I'm going to push forward, swing to my left, pull it back. I've got my telescope lever, which I'm not going to touch because in a CCO event, we're not allowed to telescope in and out. On my right hand, I've got my lower the hoist, raise the hoist. And you can see some action out there already. And then on the outside of my right hand, I got boom up and boom down, push forward to boom, or pull back to boom up, push down to boom down. So those kind of are controls. And I want to hit the horn button on the far left swing lever to begin. So here's our course. And you can see my signal person telling me to raise the load. So once I do that, we're going to come up. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to raise the load using the hoist, but I'm not going to come completely too far off the ground with it because my first function after that, or my next function, excuse me, is going to be to boom up. So I'm going to start booming up and swinging slightly to my right to keep the test weight inside the corridor. My goal is to not make contact with any of the balls. So I'm already a little high. I want to come down. Keep booming, trying to find that sweet spot where I'm booming and lowering the load at the same time, walking myself through the course. Speed is not of the essence. Yes, we're being timed, but I'm more concerned about something I can control. So you can see I'm swinging a little bit left and right. So I'm going to try and catch that by swinging to the right to center myself up in the corridor. Stopping like I did is not really advisable because it's really hard to gain and that momentum back. So I'm going to come up on the boom, and I'm a little tight to the left side of the corridor, so I'm going to start swinging right, boom down just a little bit so I can clear that corner hole. And we're coming around nice and easy. See, the load is pretty much under control, no issues. There comes my boom so I can clear that corner pole. And I'm actually going to bump down on the hoist a little bit. So I've come through the corridor, through the corner. That's really amen corner, if you will, if you like golf and the Masters. So once I get to this point, I can start booming up. And I want to boom up, lower the load, and keep coming until I get to the stop circle. And hopefully I have a good time on this. Now our goal is to land the test weight completely in the stop circle. So I'm leaning forward in my cab to get a better view of what's going on. My chain is still on the ground as it's required to be. And I'm really at this point looking at the shadows on the ground and trying any other thing I could do to ensure that when I land the load in the test circle, that we're completely in. And I'm not convinced we're there yet. And we're down, and I should be completely in the test circle. So in our simulator, we have directions given to us by the signal person. There's our load charts again, and I'm going to hit the horn to begin going back the opposite way. A lot of people do well in one direction and struggle in the other. The goal is to have a little bit of balance. So coming up on the load, and we're going to start coming back to the left, and here I'm going to bring the load up a little bit higher because my next move is going to be to swing and then gradually boom down to enter the corridor. So you can see I'm starting to swing a little bit, starting to boom down, and then I'm going to start just bumping up on my winch line to keep a nice elevation so I don't touch the load to the ground. And here I've got a little bit better rhythm going, if you will, where I've got a decent pace. It's not fast, it's not slow, but I'm coming through the corridor at a nice continuous pace while maintaining control of the load. So there's our corner that we're worried about. So I'm going to come through there. I've finished booming down. I think I've got enough clearance to come around that corner. And I did touch the obstacle just a little bit, but it didn't move it off the line. It didn't knock the ball off, so we're actually good. Now I'm going to start booming down just a little bit more. And now I'm in the home stretch. Once I get to this point, it's going to be boom down and hoist the load with just a very little swing to get to just maintain myself. I'm really focusing on the middle of the corridor. That's my goal, to stay there. I don't want to shade one side or the other. But notice, you know, I want to go a little faster right now because I'm in the home stretch and I'm actually fighting that urge. I just want to maintain a nice, easy pace so I don't hit that cone at the far corner. Coming through, and judging by where I'm at, using shadows and trying to pay attention, depth perception, trying to land the load in the circle, and hopefully I'm there. And I believe I am. So let's see what our score is. I got 4.5 stars going back through, and I bumped that one obstacle.